we have a role, and this platform actually is the best.
I'm getting the independence of media being a critical thing of
yes, and I think we are, as a country also, we are working towards that. We are working towards that. You can't compare the current media the way it was from several years ago, and I hope we'll get full freedom, 100% freedom to air out, because we are the mirror of the society. Yeah, and that's our job. Yes.
And as you say, Jura, what's your take? How can the media play into propaganda in a way that is beneficial, or rather, should the media just scrap away and try and erase the whole idea of propaganda?
Okay, my take is already propaganda as it is viewed as a bad thing. We've forgotten the elements that it can come up with and bring good things on the table as well. But it's a slippery slope. If we say that we are going to use propaganda for good, of course there are people who are going to take advantage of this. Now, in my opinion, I believe we as journalists or people in the fourth estate, our core mandate is to be a liaison for the public and the people that they are unable to reach to, i.e. their leaders. So it is our responsibility to be very thorough in whatever it is we are reporting, to ensure that we censor the things that one might bring chaos or might seem as if it is portraying the other side in a bad way. So as it stands right now, we should not in any form or in any way advocate for propaganda, because at the moment, propaganda has brought us a lot of problems, not forgetting the 2007 post-election violence. In 2017, the Maandamano Mondays, and remember the swearing in of his right Honorable Raila Odinga as the people's president. All these things were things that were in Kiswahili vilichochewa sababu ya propaganda. So in my opinion, let's go back to the basics. Let's report facts, stay away from propaganda, either good or bad, because we are still not, I'd say we are still a young democracy, and people are hungry for power. That is my take.
Well, before you is the Get It Right team, and a lot will be actually deciphering all matters of propaganda. It will be our work to come through, according to what you've heard from our team here and our panel, very detailed fact-checking. Check what is coming in, independence of the media, very important. And in all this, we'll be able to actually bring out propaganda to you in a way that you'll be able to understand it, decipher it, get it so correctly that you can actually see it and see where the story is going. It will be so clear for you. And anyway, so right now we have to come to a close because of time, but be sure this team will be here to bring you up to speed on all matters concerning this. We take a short break right here on KUTV Primetime News. We'll be back in a few. Oh my goodness. Welcome to KUTV Primetime. Back to the sports world, where we're actually going to go with the youth camp. The Kenyatta University Ruiru campus has for the past week played host to the second edition of the Elite Youth Camp, made possible by the courtesy of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, with various disciplines residing in the institution for mentorship and grooming of forthcoming sport activities. Officials and coaches are now hopeful that they will enjoy the successes, particularly in basketball and swimming, as their focus now shifts to players' transitions to senior teams. Effie Gadara has this story coming in a few, and a lot is really going on matter sports, even in our campus. And it is very entertaining and quite good to know that even the youth are being involved in such matters.
The National Olympic Committee Elite Youth Camp entered its final week on Monday at the Kenyatta University Ruiru campus. Basketball is one of the disciplines that were there for the first and second editions of the Youth Elite Camp, which in 2019 had a successful transition into the senior team. Coach Sylvester Dindi expressed his optimism that this year's camp will produce even more success stories with the current team that has now been together for the last 1 week.
So far the camp has been amazing. It's been great, it's been fun, and we have seen a great progression in terms of our set goals with the kids. We had 3 set goals, and we see a great progression in the same.
The team will be focusing on using these skills from the camp as an avenue to compete at the 2026 Youth Olympics. Speaking after their morning training session, John Kariuki, who is the captain of the basketball team, shared his experience of the camp and plans in preparation for the Cairo Youth Games.
The team is growing. Every day we put in the effort, we work hard, and we're growing. Most of us are prospering, though there are some of us who are lacking behind, but I do not think it's a very big deal.
Likewise, the swimming team has intensified on its preparations, with the camp hosting top junior swimmers like Victoria Kuomo, who went on a medal spree at last year's Ghana Zone 3 Championships that were held in Uganda in December last year. Highlighting on the progress, this is what swimming coach Darlene Charlene had to say.
Able to feel it so many swimmers, because we've said so many swimmers have been working hard. They've been improving their times. On right now, a lot have qualified for a lot of events, a lot of galas.
The young athletes were also taken through social media training last evening, where topics such as media relations, social media courtesy, and responding to interviews were tackled. Reporting for KUTV Primetime News, my name is Efi Gadara.
And well, in the interest of time, that's all we had for you right here on KUTV Primetime News. My name is Emmanuel Kutosi, and on the sign language interpretation, I was joined by Vivian Wangeshi. Now, as we close this bulletin, I'd like to say this, like, progress is a good thing, but occasionally when one, especially a team member, leaves the team, it's something that quite touches the heart and makes you feel like you just don't want to lose these people. And progress is still a good thing. And in speaking, so I'm speaking about George Mopesa, our sub-editor right here on KUTV Prime Time News. As he moves on to Holy Life in this Holy Week, I wish you all the best, George. And from the whole KUTV fraternity, all the best. Thank you for giving us your time to make our time. Good night and have a peaceful one.